So I am finally back after, I don't know, is it been a month maybe? I don't know. Does any of you still watch my channel? I'm not even sure anymore. So the video that you're about to watch is something that I've been stalling for a long time to actually finish. I've started this video in like October of 2022. For context purpose, I actually have to borrow the book Song of Achilles from my friends. Tomorrow I'm going to have to return it, so I have no choice but to actually finish this video in like 2 days, today and tomorrow. Oh boy, I sure do love deadlines. So you're gonna be watching me when my hair is still short, so I'm very sorry with the weird time lapse and gaps, and like, because I didn't expect this video to actually like be uploaded so late after my February wrap up. So this is going to be kind of awkward, but yeah, you guys are fine with that, right? Well, just enjoy the video. I just read this first 20 pages of Circe, and man, I just know I'm in for a good ride. So this time I'm doing something a little bit different because I'm actually annotating the books that I'm reading. And I've annotated a lot, and this is only the first 20 pages. And there's about like 320 plus pages here. This is a retelling of a Greek mythology. Circe is the daughter of Helios and this goddess named Perse. The way that this author conveys its storytelling is just really beautiful. I just know that this is going to be a big inspiration. So I find myself not understanding a lot of the terms and words, but it doesn't really matter anyway because I'm gonna do that for research. Let me read you some of my favorite words. Centuries has passed, the earth's wound had healed and the peace had held, but the grudges of gods are as deathless as their flesh. The battles rend the skies, the air itself burned, and gods clawed the flesh from each other's bones. The land was drenched in boiling gouts of blood, so potent that rare flowers sprang up where they fell. You don't have to get into Greek mythology to actually understand this book, because the book just laid out all the backstory for you. Overall, I really like this, and I'm going to continue reading it, so I have finally finished Circe on the 7th of January. It only took about 4 months, and it's not because I read so slow every day, day by day. No, it's because literally I just didn't continue to read it for like a very long time, but I finally finished it, and I never felt so accomplished. But then again, I look at my rack of bookshelf, and I still have a lot of books to finish that I haven't read yet. Let's just get right into the story. It is said in the synopsis that Circe falls in love with Odysseus, and I haven't seen this man for the first 180 pages, I think. There's this man named Daedalus who's really good at looming things and making weaves and like making like really unique patterns and shit. But like, okay, but it's not Odysseus. I am really curious about what Odysseus is. Is he going to be a fool? Is he going to be someone that's like a super tough like Hercules? Is it a mortal? Is it a nymph? Is it a half mortal? Is it a naiad? I don't know at all. But when we finally get to Odysseus, well, he's certainly a unique character. He has more flaws than positive traits, but I guess that's what makes him so intriguing, not appealing, I would say, because he's, yeah. Odysseus kind of like outsmarted Circe, and that's how they get to fuck. Odysseus already has a wife and a child in like Ithaca. He hasn't been home from the war for like the last 10 years. Becomes 17 because Circe wanted to keep Odysseus for herself. And so she kind of like lure his way in and like try to do everything with her magic to make him stay. They went on and have a child called Telegonus. Circe found out that she was pregnant after like Odysseus went home with his ship to go home to his family, right? She had like one of the most detailed and excruciating and pregnancy and like childbirth ever. Sometimes I just forgot that Circe is like the daughter of Helios, aka the fucking sun. She's like half Titan, half whatever. She's a nymph. Before this whole Odysseus thing she went on this arc. I call it the Minotaur arc. She has a sister named Pasiphae. Pasiphae is married to Minos. They're both like king and queens of like this fucking kingdom or something. Daedalus is like helper, aka the slave of Pasiphae, because Pasiphae is a fucking sadist who likes to keep the mortals in check. So Daedalus bring this white bull in, and bulls in like Greek mythology is like a very, very holy and sacred and like powerful creatures. I think it's mentioned early in the book that Helios kept a lot of like white bulls. It's kind of like the type of bull that's like really rare to breed. So anyways, Pasiphae fucked the bull. And that's when Minotaur comes in. The way they describe the childbirth, oh my god. When Pasiphae gave birth to that beast, like Circe got her finger bit off because of the Minotaur. This book kind of makes you go like that because I know a little bit about the Greek mythology, so when they bring up a bit of the names, I kind of know where this is going. Like Circe's met Daedalus, right? And Daedalus already has a son. Daedalus' son name It's Icarus! Hamilton flashing in the background. I got really sad because I already know where this is going, and I'm like, no, they're gonna die. That's basically what's happened, right? But it's really worth the read and worth your time if you ever want to. Telegonus went on to be like, oh yeah, I remember now. I'm sorry, I just keep forgetting stuff. So basically, Daedalus' patron is fucking goddess Athena herself. While Circe is pregnant, Athena has her eyes on Circe's a child, like unborn child. So basically, she got terrorized while trying to like literally just like keep pregnant and like trying to like live her life, you know. Even like when Telegonus, Circe's child, is like a fucking baby and toddler, like Athena's keep trying to like kill him because she thinks it's dangerous. I don't know why. It's like half mortal, half god. I don't know what's the deal with it, but I still sometimes forgot that Circe is like the daughter of the fucking sun. The one thing that I wrote here is that the way she described things, the settings, the way things kind of revealed itself, the situation, it's like comes off very poetic but not pretentious, at least for me. A bunch of sailors come into her witch house, right? And then they're hungry, they have no food, they're starving, they have no home, they're dirty, they're tired, and so Circe, being the self-isolated, exiled nymph she is, that is desperate for social interaction, like, you know, serve them food and wine and drink and stuff and bread. And after that, the sailors kind of like, oh, thank you to your husband. And then Circe's like, no, I don't have any husband. And like, oh, thank you to your brother. And like, basically like thank the man who like grants them permission to come into the house, because that's how it goes in the Greek era. But like when the sailors realized that there is no man in charge in the house, they kind of just like, and that's why she turned a bunch of men into pigs. Circe is just like so powerful and like endless potential in like this book, and it's been so fun watching her grow and like learn from all the stupid stuff and the good stuff and the bad stuff in it. Let's see when I'm going to finish this one. Alright, change of scenery for the sake of context purposes, because I'm going to go a little bit off topic from the book. In the previous video that I made like 3 months ago, ignore the ghost in the background. It's like, oh, the video that I'm making, wink wink, and like the video that I'm editing, making, like, bitch, no, the fuck, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, okay, I know what I'm talking about, but the thing is, I always make these stupid promises. I have way too many ideas and way too many projects, and I don't know how to execute them properly. So to anyone who's watching this video in full and like get to see this side of me, congratulations! I'm human. Like, I have 3 videos related to books in the making, 1 huge video about a game. I really want you guys to watch my videos in like top-notch quality, and that's why a lot of my old videos and my covers is like archived. And I always say this, guys, it's been a while. I'm like, oh, I have a lot of plans coming, and then I just disappear and like didn't come. Like, it feels like forever, and I'm sorry to everyone who's waiting. I don't know if any of you guys are waiting, but yeah. Needless to say, I just want to have more time and more energy, and yeah, honestly, I'm stressed. Catch me in the next time where I finish Achilles, Song of Achilles.
Hi, so this is my first time actually using this new setup. I finally have a proper phone stand for me to record in, because I mainly record on my phone, and also proper lighting, except I use my lamp desk to actually get this lighting, so multifunctional. What ended up happening with me returning the book, Achilles book, because I borrowed that book, is I actually forgot. No, I don't forget. I'm just too lazy to record it. So it's kind of weird not actually having the book and holding the book while talking about it. But, you know, I've written some points here, so I'm just gonna tell you what I feel about it anyway. So bear in mind, I finished this like a while ago, like in late January. And so I'm really sorry if I forgot to mention like a lot of things, because it's been a while. For starters, my first impression of the book is the writing style and the vocabulary that were used in this book is much more simpler than the ones in Circe. There's the similarities between the two of those books is it's kind of hard for me to actually comprehend what is the wording that the author used, because I have to reread a few sentences, because I don't know, everything just seems so compact and so dense and so impactful within those 300 pages. So I feel like I have to really read every line to get the essence of the storytelling. Song of Achilles is, if you know Greek mythology, it is a classic. It's a tragic romantic love story between Achilles and his lover Patroclus. It is only written in the perspective of only Patroclus from start to end. We never actually got to see what is inside Achilles' mind. And after reading this, I am immediately obsessed by Achilles Calm Down, this song by, I forgot, but it's right here. So since this is a Greek mythology, I'm just going to get straight into the spoilers, because if you don't know what the spoilers is, you're late by thousands of years. It's really sad. It's the saddest queer romantic tragedy love story that I've ever read in 16 years. And the worst and best thing that the author did to us readers is make us actually root for the character when we already know what's going to happen at the end. So that makes it even more gut-wrenching for me. This book is so romantic. I don't know, even in the early stages when they were teenagers, it's like so cute. You know, the fact that they would die for each other or kill for each other. Okay, maybe not. It's 5 out of 5 stars. I've rated it on Goodreads. I really enjoyed reading it, although sometimes I do find a hard time because I have to reread it, because I don't know, everything just seems so meaningful. I would love to reread it sometime again in the future, because I feel like it will be a great source material and inspiration for me to write my own books. But yeah, now this video is finally done. It only took about 6 months for it to finally finish. But now that this video is done, I'm going to be moving on with life and start reading non-fictional books. It is one of my New Year's resolutions to actually start reading non-fictional books, and also I want to read more Indonesian books because I want to know my own country's literature scene. So there's going to be a series where I say like, you can't read or speak Indonesian, sucks to be you. By the way, this is a really good book in Indonesian, and then insert the book. But thanks for watching this until the end. It took a while, but I finally finished. Listen, I'm okay. I'm back. I haven't been going anywhere, just taking my time, you know? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.